You have already understood the exclusive and inclusive series, open-ended series when mid-values are given. Now, let's understand how class intervals are arranged by adding the successive or preceding frequencies, that is, cumulative frequency series. Hello everyone, welcome to our Eco Studies channel. I am Poonam Vora, your instructor from Egypt, bringing 28 years of dedicated CBSE teaching experience. We are introducing series for our subjects to give you an insight of our offered courses on our website that will help you prepare for CBSE and CUET examinations. But before we jump into the concepts, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on any of my free valuable videos. And if you like the content, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Now let's get started. Hello everyone. So far you have understood how to construct a continuous series when simple frequency is being given. Now there could be a situation when more than or less than, that is cumulative frequency, is given to you. In such a situation, how is then continuous series constructed? Let's understand. Now we shall focus on few special cases based on cumulative frequency. One is less than cumulative frequency, then it can be more than cumulative frequency, or when the class intervals are unequal. Right now we shall focus on less than and more than cumulative frequencies. Cumulative frequency series is a modification of simple frequency distribution, and less than cumulative frequency distribution is obtained by successively adding the frequencies of the values of the classes, whereas more than cumulative frequencies are obtained by successively deducting the frequencies of the values of classes. So let us see how is it done. Now let's understand how can we convert frequencies into less than cumulative frequencies. In the cumulative frequency series, frequencies of class interval are aggregated. In less than cumulative frequency series, frequencies are added starting from the upper limit of the first class interval. Let's have a look at the example. Class intervals and frequencies are given. Now to convert it into less than cumulative frequency, we shall take into account the upper class limit of each class, because we need to find out how many are less than this particular value. So less than 10 would be 8. So frequency will remain as 8. Then in the next case, again the upper class limit is taken, which is 20 in this case. So we need to find out less than 20. That means less than 20 is 8 as well as 9. So it is 8 plus 9, that is 17. Then in the next case, the upper class limit is 30. So we shall find out the values less than 30, which means it will be 8, 9 and 10. So adding the 3, it is 27. So there are 27 number of items which are less than 30. Similarly, one can find for the values which are less than 40. All those which are already included plus the value of this class interval, that is 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 9. Once again, it is 36. Similarly, in the last class interval, the highest class limit is 50. So the sum total of all the frequencies, that is 8, 9, 10, 9 and 8, which is 44. So in less than cumulative frequencies, frequencies are added starting from the upper limit of the first class interval. We have already understood how can one find less than cumulative frequency. Now suppose less than cumulative frequency distribution is already given to you and you need to convert it into simple frequency distribution. How will you do that? Focus on the wages, which is less than 150, less than 140, till less than 110. So the lowest class interval in this case is less than 110 and the highest class limit is less than 150. So your first class interval would be something till 110 and the next would be 110 till 120 as is given in the question. Then after that it would be 120 to 130, 130 to 140 and 140 to 150. So if it is a question mark and if there is a difference of 10 in each case, obviously here also difference would be 10 in each case and it will be then 100. So let us see how are class intervals made and the frequencies or number of workers. Now this is given to us that there are 8 number of workers who are getting less than 110. So we have first class interval as 100 to 110. This we have seen how do we found out. So number of workers is 8 as is given. Then next is less than 120. Wages are being given to 17 workers. It means we need to find out how many workers are getting more than 110 but less than 120. For that, we need to subtract the number of workers. That means it is 17 minus 8, which is 9. Then similarly, less than 130 wages are given to 25 workers. So we need to find out how many workers are getting more than 120 but less than 130. For that, we shall again deduct the frequencies. That is 25 minus 17. It is 8. Next, we shall find out how many workers are getting more than 130 but less than 140. So it will be 34 minus 25, which is 9. And finally, we shall find out how many are getting more than 140 but less than 150. So it will be 40 minus 34, which is 6. So we are able to find the number of workers who are earning wages in between the different class interval of wages as given. I hope it's clear. In more than cumulative frequency, frequencies are added starting from the lower limit of the first class interval. Let's see how is it done. Our class interval and frequencies are given. To convert it into more than cumulative frequency, we shall begin with the lower limit of the first class interval, that is more than 0. It means all the frequencies are belonging to the groups which are more than 0. So that will be 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 and we get 44. Then next would be, how many are the frequencies more than 10? More than 10 would mean minus 8. So it will be 9 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8. It is 36. Then for more than 20, it will be even minus 9. So that will be 10 plus 9 plus 8. So we get 27. Then it is more than 30. In that case, even 10 is not there. So it will be 9 and 8. So it is 17. Next is more than 40. So 9 will also be not there. We are left with only 8. Now the next limit is more than 50. More than 50 there is none. So it is 0. You have understood that how can one make a cumulative frequency distribution series. Now suppose more than cumulative frequency distribution is already given to you and you need to convert it into cumulative frequency distribution. For that, first focus on the wages or the class intervals. Here it is given more than 100, more than 110, more than 120, more than 130 and more than 140. So it is easy to make a class interval. Let us see the class intervals. Yeah, here it is. We have class intervals 100 to 110 till 140 to 150. Now we need to convert the cumulative frequency into simple frequency. More than 100 and more than 110. It is 40 and 32. It means we need to find out how many are getting wages more than 100 but less than 110. And for that, we shall deduct 40 minus 32. It is 8. Then in the next case, we need to find out how many are getting more than 110 but less than 120. It will be 32 minus 23, which is 9. And so on. We can find out. And finally, we see that more than 140, there are only 6 workers. So the last class interval showing 140 to 150 will have 6 number of workers. And the total of all would be 40. I hope you have understood how to construct a continuous series when less than cumulative frequency is given. In such a case, you need to add the frequencies, and also when more than cumulative frequencies are given. In such a case, you need to subtract the frequencies. I hope you are clear with this process. With this, the discussion gets complete. Next time, we shall come up with the next series. Next time, we shall come up with a next video. Till then, keep reading, keep learning. Thank you. To learn more, visit our website and enroll in our courses to master economics and get a higher score in CBSE and CUET examination. With our current introductory offer, you can enroll in each of the courses for just Rs 999. So, seize the opportunity and join before the introductory offer expires. Like, share and subscribe to Eco Studies channel. Also, drop a comment. See you in the next session for another concept. Thank you.